And look how things are. We talked here on this channel this week about an alleged post-credit scene from Spider-Man Brand New Day. And in this post-credit scene, Spider-Man opens the window and looks up at the sky and comes face to face with a giant planet approaching Earth, paving the way for an incursion. And besides that, Spider-Man would then be recruited for Doomsday, so Tom Holland would play the role in Doomsday. Still a small role, but he would be in Doomsday. And now Daniel Rickman comes in with the counter rumor. The counter rumor from Daniel Rickman made it very clear that no, Tom Holland is not in Doomsday. There won't be a seat for Tom Holland. The entire cast of Doomsday has been announced. The main cast, the cast with screen time in the movie, has already been announced. Anyone who shows up now will be a special appearance, a cameo, or an Easter egg. And that the cast is already complete. And Spider-Man is not in it, but Spider-Man has a very important role. In Secret Wars, you can count on Spider-Man in Secret Wars. In Doomsday, no, he's not there. And then some questions come up here that I want to discuss with you. There's something wrong. Alright, Spider-Man is filming his own movie. He's on set right now. He's also doing night shoots. He's all busy, the kid Tom Holland, alright? I already expected that he wouldn't have a big role in Doomsday because there wouldn't be enough time. My whole question is whether Marvel is really all that. To just let Spider-Man go for the Avengers movie, and Spider-Man is in the Avengers movie. Since Civil War, you can let Spider-Man go considering that Civil War is basically Avengers 2.5, right? That's something we talk about here on the channel, but you can let Spider-Man go, okay? But considering that Daniel Rickman, who sometimes adds people we don't have, sometimes removes them, we just don't fit. Assuming he's right, how are we able to understand how these movies work? How is he going to show up in Secret War? You have to think about the following. Between Doomsday and Secret War, Battleworld will be formed, which is a new Marvel universe created with fragments from other universes. In other words, an absurdly huge planet with pieces from various universes of the Marvel multiverse. There it is, all together like a patchwork quilt. So there will be a patch from the X-Men, a patch from the Hulk, a patch from Spider-Man, and a patch from the Avengers. Fantastic Four. And then, everyone who is going to live in this new battle world will have no memory. They won't remember that the multiverse existed before. They won't remember that they had a life before that. All of them will be brainwashed to believe that Doctor Doom, the God Emperor, is the creator of it all. And that he must be respected, feared, and worshipped. Just the way Doctor Doom always wanted things to be. So the Spider-Man who will appear in Secret Wars, he's the amnesiac Spider-Man. So, not only did the public not know who Peter Parker was before, that Peter Parker was Spider-Man, now not even Spider-Man will know who he is, Peter Parker, anymore. He will just be the Spider-Man of the Battleworld. And then you won't have Spider-Man with memories. You'll have Spider-Man with no memories, weird, right? Strange Spider-Man. If he's gonna have a big role, like Daniel Rickman is saying, he needs to be one of the protagonists. And to be one of the protagonists, he has to be on the side of the guys who remember. Because at the same time the battle world is being created, where are the remaining Avengers, Fantastic Four, and X-Men from Doomsday? In the Void, because the Void isn't affected by the destruction of the multiverse. And then he leaves the Void and enters the battle world, fully aware of what happened. And with the mission to avenge the multiverse, that's why they're the Avengers, and to restore the multiverse to how it was before. And then the conflict begins. Only if Spider-Man somehow is on Doctor Doom's side, like in those leaked images, Doctor Strange is also on his side, right? Some will be, others won't. There's gonna be this conflict, right, between two factions of heroes. Those who come from the Void, aware of what happened, and those who are serving Dr. Destino in his empire. Then Spider-Man will join the others. strange unless, and this is just a theory, unless seeing that the multiverse is collapsing, being destroyed, Loki, for example, could capture some characters with an interesting power level, as has been mentioned before. The Anchor Beings or the Prime Avengers. He can save these characters from the multiverse's destruction and cast them into the void. He wasn't in the whole movie, but he appears. He and Hulk, for example, although there really are concept images of Hulk living in a village, Hulk. There's the whole Spider-Man story. There's the island, Spider Island there, right? There's the island, Spider Island. So I think it's complicated for Spider-Man not to be aware of what's happening in this movie. In Secret War, even for him to get the black suit, that thing we've been waiting for, which is from Secret War, somehow they're going to bring some heroes to the protagonist's side, to the Avengers' side, and free them from this illusion created by Doctor Doom. Maybe that will happen right at the beginning of the movie. Spider-Man remembers who he is and what happened, then switches sides. Initially, though, he starts on Doom's side. That's where I can understand this story. If he's not with Doomsday or part of Doomsday's group surviving the multiverse's destruction, where is he? He's going to be left behind. So that post-credit scene is fake. It won't happen, or if it does, he'll leave right after. That's also a possibility. Remember that both Tom Holland and Robert Downey Jr. were together last week to promote Tom Holland's non-alcoholic beer. If they were together, why not? Isn't he filming too? It's a possibility. And then they would at least include a small appearance of Spider-Man in Doomsday, or are they already filming Secret War? The game's open. Anything could happen. What do you think? Spider-Man on Mr. Stark's side again, sucking up to Doctor Doom, but then he breaks free. Or somehow, is Spider-Man saved from the collective amnesia of the Marvel Universe, and he joins the Avengers? What do you think is going to happen? Write it down below in the comments. See you later. See you soon. See you in a bit. Bye. That was another Quattro Coises episode. The channel posts at least 3 videos daily, Monday through Sunday. If you enjoyed it, here are more suggestions to watch. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell for new updates. Thank you very much. See you next time.